Good morning, welcome to another session with OCD. Welcome to my workshop. It's quite a chilly morning this morning. I've got my daughter's car in. First time I've had it for 5 months, so it's quite grubby. So what I'm going to do today is carry on my trend of doing video, product specific videos, rather than go through the whole process of cleaning all the different aspects of the car in one video. I'm going to break it up into different products, that way you can choose which video you want to watch. Some bits might interest you, some bits might not, so I'm going to split it up into a number of videos. Right, so what are we going to do now? A couple of months ago I bought Orbit wheel cleaner from GB Detailing. Never used this brand before, never used this product before, totally new to me. It's been sitting on the shelf since I bought it. We'll have a look at the wheels in a minute on the car. Pretty grubby, so let's see what this can do. I first saw this on GM Details, GM Details, and it looked pretty effective, which is why I bought it. And if you haven't checked Graham's videos out or his channel out, then you need to do so. It's a really good little channel. Anyway, let's move on. Right, so I'm going to go and get the bits and pieces out. You get the cups and the coffee out, and we'll go and clean these wheels. Let's see what this is made of, shall we? Let's go. Okay, so here we are. One grubby wheel. Now, the instructions doesn't say rinse off with water first. It just says, what does it say? It says spray a generous amount of wheel cleaner directly onto your wheels and allow it to dwell. Do not let it dry. Lightly soiled wheels can be rinsed clean. More heavily contaminated wheels can be agitated. I think you'll agree that these are quite heavily soiled wheels. So we will give it a wash off first, just to see what comes off. Quite a bit's come off actually. Right, I hate these bloody triggers. Why do people do that? If you're going to invest in a product, invest in some decent triggers. This is already winding me up. I put it on the wall of the tyre as well, see what it does to that. I have to say, GB Detailing, sort your triggers out, throw them in a bin. I've got to use 2 hands, and even then it's rubbish. You put all this effort into creating a product and you don't put any effort into the trigger. Right, let's leave that to dwell. I'm going to go and see if the coffee's working, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've been away and made a cup of coffee, and I think what we'll do, we'll give it a spray off, and let's see what dirt comes off just with a spray, shall we? Right, so that side I've sprayed, that side I haven't sprayed. A bit has come off, but not much. So let's reapply it and we'll agitate. Right, we'll give it another couple of minutes. I'll go and have a couple of slurps of coffee, and then we'll give it some agitation. Okay, so I've got a bucket with my brushes in. All I've got in there is just warm water, no solution, just plain warm water. So let's see what this does, shall we? Well, it's certainly getting some dirt off, which is the least I would expect. I mean, these wheels were pretty grubby. I cleaned them and put some sealant on them about 5 months ago, I think. I have to admit, I'd be enjoying this a lot better if I had foam on here. Oh yeah, how you getting on? It's certainly pretty grubby. Good morning, you alright? My friendly postie. Got to deal with the postie. I look after them and they don't give me any bills. Just wish that was true. Well, this doesn't seem to be too bad. There's a couple of little spots in here that need a little bit of extra work, but I have to say it's made that wheel nice and clean. I think what we'll do another wheel with just wheel shampoo and see if it's any different. We'll do the other front wheel with it, shall we? I think that's a good idea, and we'll give it a comparison. Let's see what it's like cleaning a wall of a tyre. It doesn't say that it's for cleaning walls of tyres. This spray has turned this into a two-handed job. Pathetic. Okay, so it's quite grubby inside, but to be fair, that wheel cleaner isn't going to get that off. A lot of that is just, I mean, that's probably needs fallout or something else. There are some few little bits that are left. Touch them with your finger and most of it comes off. I think it needs another going over. I don't know how many bottles you need to do a car. Okay, so that second session has sorted it out. Okay, so we're on to the second front wheel. Okay, so my view. First thing, GB detailing, you wound me up straight away with this thing here. Absolute rubbish. If you're going to invest in a product, for God's sake, invest in the packaging. That just wound me up straight away. I mean, it gave me a negative vibe. It's just rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Right, product. Let's talk about what really matters, shall we? Product. It was effective. It got that wheel clean. It did take 2 hits, whereas the car shampoo that I used on the other side did it in 1 hit. The car shampoo, and this is a personal thing, the car shampoo for me in a foamer is great because it gets into everywhere and gives a good lubrication, good coating of lubrication. I can get it in a wheel arch, and while I'm cleaning the wheel, that works away at the dirt in the wheel arch. It cleans the tyre, unless you've got a really dirty tyre. But yeah, for me, a wheel shampoo is a much more pleasurable way to wash a wheel. Is this effective? Yes. It got the wheel clean. It did take 2 hits, but it got the wheel clean. It is effective, but it's not something that I would buy again. So there we go. If GB Detailing ever get to watch this video, I really hope what you take out of this is a bit of investment into a spray head. Other than that, the product is pretty reasonable. So I hope that's of some help to you all, and until next time, you guys take care. Bye bye.